Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 6, Episode 18 with me, Sid, and last episode we made ourselves a backpack, and the backpack has been upgraded. If we look at the baubles, it is a shift iron level, tier 2, so the next one is iron. We're not going to get that anytime soon, but that gives us a whole load of storage space, and we're carrying a whole load of stuff. However, we still need to find snow. Or ice. Actually, ice is going to be difficult without silk touch. Snow is definitely going to be... Oh, that'll squeak at the microphone there as I adjust it. Snow is going to be more reasonable, and we are going to continue that. Now, I really do need to get further north this episode. Because... that's the only chance I've got of actually finding snow. And if I let me just get that onto the day mode, we have a quick look at the journey map. You can see we're a good way distance. We are in a biome which has got an average of 6.6. The minimum is -9, the maximum is 23, and it is currently 15.4. So there's absolutely no chance of snow or ice here. So we need to keep going, and what I don't want to do with this episode is keep coming back to me running away from burrs or whatever. Not that one, that's that one. So I'm going to really just try and push this ahead big time, and get to the point where that's cobalt. So yeah, that's the plan, and I can't use it yet. Oh man, it's just every time you turn around it might mark something. So I'm going to keep pushing forward further north. We'll get as far as we can north, and hopefully we'll get to a point where we can find some snow. But I am really working on the basis I heard something. I really am working on the basis that a lot of this is we are going to be, that this works like old TerraFirmaCraft, that the further north you go, the colder the biomes get. And yeah, I'm not going to go around killing everything inside. I'm going to try and be reasonably restrained, but if anything does attack me, I will brain it. And again, I'm not going around trying to find every single thing. You see, look at that. That is a huge plum tree. But the question is, if I hack away at this, will I get any saplings at all? I've got a stick. Yeah, I don't think we will. I think we are probably not going to get saplings from this. This doesn't look like the normal fruit tree. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to carry on. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've just carried on through the night, to be honest, because I've been mainly in the boat. Following. Let's just go in here, so if there is anything unpleasant. So I've kind of, let me get the day map. Oops. I'm trying to see where I come from. Yeah, you kind of get a feel for that. Was cobalt we found earlier. So we've come up here, we've scutched across there. I've cut across the land here, got back in the water, followed the coastline round, cut across there, and I am currently here where there is a fellow who may be able to sell me some interesting wizardy stuff. Of course he may not as well, that's always a chance. He's got spellbook, fallen star and stuff for snare. Can't remember what that one does. Tome of Arcana, Frosty Ray. I mean, we can definitely afford some of that. I've got stuff on me. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's see what else you get after this then, sir. So we've bought Frost, we bought Snare. He's got Frosty Ray, he's also got Mind Trick. So let's have, and let's let him have a little freshen up. Maybe not. Maybe we have to buy the last one, but that's cheap as chips anyway, so we'll definitely have Mind Trick off of him. What else have you got, sir? We've now got Summon Zombie. Again, take it. I'm going to guess this, yeah, he's a Necromancer, I thought so. And then we've got a Tome one, a Novice Wand with, well, I've got a, whatever that wand is. I don't think that's of any use to me. So we'll pop those away, and while we're at it, we'll pop these away. We'll have a look at those later. I am much further north. I am, obviously, as you can tell, it is night time, so we do need to have our wits about us, although not for the usual mobs, it's for anything that hunts at night. And if we have a look at the thing here, we may be able to continue on, but more importantly, if we had to hit F3, the average temperature here is 0, the minimum temperature is minus 17.3, and the maximum is 18. The current is 9. It is getting colder. So we are going about the right track. Now, I did double check the wiki just to see if there was any wiki goodness it could give me. It couldn't. It had no wiki goodness to give me at all. So yeah, I think we're probably going to, this is a swamp, isn't it? Yeah, TerraFirmaCraft swampland, of course, not traditional swampland, not the swampland that we all know and love. So yeah, I think I'm going to be continuing on north still, and we will be heading back for an invasion tonight. Okay, it only seems like 5 minutes since the last one, but still, what are you going to do, eh? At least the mud isn't actually very muddy. I wonder whether those goats drop sheepskin. Bear. Of course, that's kind of what I'd expect further north. More bears, but hopefully we're not too many. And again, we're quite a ways north, so I think if I do come across any copper or anything, I might just start picking up the nuggets for now. I have a few, but these were just ones that had popped up like this. This, however, I will not. I will mark on there as cobalt. Anyway, I'm carrying on. I will see you back at the base tonight in time for an invasion. See what it sends at us. I'm kind of curious, to be honest, because the last couple have been, I shouldn't complain, but they've been fairly pedestrian, you know, being things. You're copper, aren't you? Yeah, I'm just going to grab as much of this as I can while we're in the area, and we'll plant a teleporter to go back before nightfall. Yeah, I'll see you in a moment. Well, I know I was going to say getting warmer, but obviously I'm actually getting colder. I just got chased by a polar bear, so yeah, we know we're getting cold because we got polar bears. We just don't have any snow or ice yet. We do, however, have a lot of quartz in the area, so I'm kind of, I mean not quartz, copper now. Well, we are far enough north that I don't think I'm going to come out here looking for quartz mines, not copper mines. Blech. Get the same probably with bismuth actually, although my inventory is getting somewhat full. So I don't really mind collecting these nuggets because I don't think I'm going to come out this way hunting for... There's another polar bear. Hunting for mineral wealth. And therefore grabbing all of this stuff off the ground is just simple common sense really. But time is ticking. We are going to have to head home very soon, and yeah, we're getting to, what's the average temperature now? The current is 5.7. We are so close to the point where we'll be able to get cold stuff. I mean, that got a while. Now I need to start thinking about what I don't want. A chipped amethyst, maybe. Not too worried about the seeds on this one. I'm more bothered about the food because I think a lot of my food is going to be getting a little bit ripe, I think is the phrase. Anyway, let's stick a north token down. We're going to head back to Tower Home, where we can start off. Let's just check we are secure, and we can start off with a nice simple, let's put as much stuff away as possible while we wait for the start of the fun and games, I suppose. Plants in there, saplings. I'll stick that in there for now. I don't think I'm too worried about it. A bit for electro blobs. Yeah, so you know, we are in a position where I think we're nearly there, but we have got this invasion to deal with, so I'm going to quickly have a drink. I brought a barrel of fresh water up so we don't have to keep going down every time I want water, but I think I probably need to put some in here at some point. And we also need to have a look at these, because I suspect, oh no, that one's still alright. Okay, we'll get it back in there. So these must still be okay, even though I thought they would have gone off by now. Okay, well, I'll finish putting stuff away, and I'll be back as soon as the invasion starts and we have an idea of what to expect. Back in a mo. And it's soldiers and bats. This is where we find out whether my bat defences work or not. I sincerely hope they do. I'm fairly certain a bat can't get through that, but it's difficult to simulate with ordinary vanilla bats because they're not actually out to try and kill you. But let's see what happens, shall we? And I'll be back as soon as I've got something to show you. Alright, the bats are here. I can see one. And it does not appear to be able to get... Oh, it's so close. Can you get in? I don't know. I don't think they can. But I'm really not prepared to bet my life on it. But I kind of really have no choice. He wants to get in here. Bat smart. And he's got some bloody hit points as well. Look at him. I don't know whether I can... I don't know whether even to try it. Yes, I can. That is interesting. Because I think it means that I can get them, but they can't get me. So this is a nice little exploit. And there might be some rupees down. I wouldn't want to fight these fairly. There's a lot of them. Is that a zombie burning to death there? I think it is. His head keeps on coming up. I don't know how many of these things there are, but I'm glad I'm not outside. Okay, well, I think we've kind of got a safe solution to the bat problem, so I'll see you in the morning. Alright, we survived. The bats didn't get us, the zombies and other mobs didn't get us, and there's a whole load of stuff down here. I think that was from killing the zombie and not from the bats. I don't think the bats dropped rupees, which is a bit sad, but there you go. We did get some green rupees. We didn't get any blue rupees. I don't think I've seen any blue rupees. But we've survived another invasion. Actually actively took part in another invasion and got some more experience on that. We did a little bit of zapping with our wand. Yeah, everything was pretty good on that one. So we can go back to our searching. Now I wanted to just check something on this. Create a stream of frost and continually damage the target, so it doesn't actually. There are some electroblob spells. Sets a trap on ground which damages and briefly slows the. Okay, that's fine. That's just a little trappy thing. Mind trick confuses, render it unable to attack. The effect will be dispelled if the. Okay, not particularly the best. And summon zombie. Summons a zombie to fight for you. Will disappear after 30 seconds or killed. I'm not going to put any of those on my wand right now. They are, you know, things. I'm just collecting them more than anything. But we are going to head back out. We're going to find this snow if it kills us, and metaphorically speaking, of course. And yeah, let's head back to the north, where I want to head this direction. I might as well pick up these seeds while we're here. I've got the space now. I had the space before, but I really couldn't be bothered to faff around. What are we on anyway now? Chert. It's a funny sounding name for a block, isn't it? Chert. But we are heading north again, so I will see you in a bit. Finally, minus 10,000 on the Z axis. We have snow. We don't have a lot. It's mountainous snow. I'm not going to waste a decent shovel on this. I'll just use stone shovels because I'm only digging snow. But in theory, we should be in a good position to chill our food. Which, oh, by the way, it's absolutely peeing down fallen stars at the moment. So let me just check. Do we get? Oh, we do. Excellent. We've got the snow, which means, apart from that, bloody. Although, where did that bear come from? Let's not dally around the bear. Bears are not your friend. But we can at least spend enough time to get force. Well, I mean, I don't need to worry about absolutely packing up now, because we can just place a north waypoint stone hoover. I need to get higher up because this is I mean, obviously we're getting cold. And these, you know, form nicely into snow blocks, which obviously we'll use to chill our cold room. But I am going to need... I wonder if you can make a snow golem. I mean, that would be the obvious thing, wouldn't it? Just build a snow golem. Farm, Hoofer. And yeah, maybe we do it up here where it's cold. We leave a little something for being up here. We can always come back with a barrel of water or something if that's an issue. I'm going to have to try that. I don't know whether it's possible to make a snow golem in TerraFirmaCraft, but you know, if you don't know, you never know if you don't try, do you? And if we make it nice and high up, then it will definitely be cold enough up here to get us lots and lots of these. Yeah, I like that plan. Let me first double check what's involved in a snow farm, because I honestly cannot remember. And I'm not sure whether this... I'm not liking... Oh, I think my water's a bit low. That's probably the big issue. Where's my flask? That'll get me through this momentarily. And well, let's set a let's just set a temporary one here. We'll come up with a more secure spot, because I'm not sure whether bears will be able to spawn around me. So let me double check what I would want to do for a snow farm, and I will be back in a moo. Alright, I've got, I think, what I need. It's not rocket science, to be honest. I'm sure you realise that as much as I do. But what we do need to do is get, well, let's set ourselves up here, perhaps. And maybe we'll just do it about there. We'll stick down a block. Did I bring anything I can easily break apart from snow? Well, I suppose I brought snow. And obviously I can make stickage. Well, not stickage, shovelage. So that's, I suppose, the easier trick. If we just grab a little bit more snow from the area. As I don't even know whether it's possible to make a snow golem in TerraFirmaCraft Next Generation or other. But what I do know is it would be foolish not to try. So if I then take this up 1 and 2, and then we're going to trap him in there. So let me just put a border around the edge there. We're going to, I'll stick another snow block down for a second, and we shall place a block. I don't think it will rain, I think it will snow here, but you know, you never know. And we get a snow golem. Excellent. So then, yeah, why muck around moving when we can just do that? Well, this is going to make life very easy, isn't it? Right, the other thing I want up here is I want a safe haven. I don't want to teleport in anywhere out of, you know, just not safe. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to, I think we'll utilize the existing blocks to some degree. I brought myself a selection. Oh, it actually does rain up here. I'm glad I protected my little golem friend. What's the temperature? It shouldn't be raining, it should be snowing up here, but oh well. As long as my golem's alright, that's all that matters. We can come here like a zoo, get a little bit of that going. Oops, hello, that was not what I wanted to do. That's it, this is really just a safety net. In the event that a bear or something does get up here, I've got, you know, a little hidey hole space that will protect me. We can take you out. I did bring another one of those, so we can get you down there. That'll go in there. I brought in that's to get a little bit of hickory door action going on, and then all we need is that. And as long as I've got sticks, I've got a safe. Actually, let's just put snow farm. It's as good a thing as any, isn't it? Doesn't need to be particularly clever, it just needs to work. And of course we can, I haven't got that many sticks on me actually, but there's a few outside, so I can just get, oh, damn. I can make a whole bunch of shovels and get snow. I basically want 4 stacks of snow blocks. And then my doesn't matter luckily because these are just rocks, but my cellar will be fully functional. Let's go and do that, and I shall be back in a mo. Alright, I've got a whole load of snow. We are heading back to Tower Home, where we need to sort out our food situation, because I made the mistake of eating just some raw garlic. Just because, you know, it's what I had to hand. And there we go. That is a whole load of stuff. Now, will you take... You will. That's interesting. You actually do take... These cellar shelves actually appear to take a regular kind of things. So, what we have got now in our inventory is we've got fruit, we've got grain, we've got veg, we've got protein. We can actually really start upping our game. I don't want to go mad making sandwiches though, because things I also want to very carefully. That's 28, 29. Nothing in there. 35. That's 8 days. That's 8 days. 32, 7 days. Well, that makes most sense then, doesn't it? And then, because I don't know how long this is going to last with, you know, all of this freezing stuff in here, but we've got food preservation technology, which means we can do several things, not least of which is we can harvest our crops should we wish to. First things first, let's actually work out what we're going to do with all of this lot. Because interesting. We definitely need to process all of this. And we should be able to quern that up quite happily. And But each one of those is going to make a bread, which I don't necessarily want. I might want to keep this. To start looking at doing some animal work. Animal husbandry, if you will. Oh, I didn't bring my... yes, I've got my bucket in my backpack. I keep on forgetting I've got that. So we need to sort our sandwiches out so we can get proper food. And... well, use the right thing. It's so dark down here. It's dark as night. And then we can start thinking, oh, God, it helps if you can actually hit the right button, I find. Which I'm struggling with at the moment. And then we can go and basically cook this in the fire. Go get some logs. Then I can make sandwiches and they'll last for as long as they last. Probably want a little bit more. Yeah, take those. But I think a couple of things we need to start kind of thinking about now. One is the I'll get there eventually. One is the, yeah, we'll get there, is an anvil, a tier 2, tier 3 anvil. Is basically a bismuth anvil. Let me chuck that in. These should stack apparently. Don't know why they're not. Unless it's just, yeah, they're not stacking in this. Let's just have a look at anvils, shall we? Very quickly. So a bismuth bronze anvil is, I think, tier 2 or tier 3. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's how you make an anvil. Okay, I was getting all excited then. I thought we'd found a hidden secret somewhere along the line. So, but you would start with we'd start with a basic tier 1 anvil, which would be the stone one, and then you'd move up to a copper anvil, and then from a copper you go to a bronze, and then it would then go to iron, wherever it is, wrought iron anvil. So that is, I think, where we need to target ourselves. But let me just finish cooking this. I'll make ourselves some decent sandwiches with a bit of fruit in. That should give us a real good boost on our health. And the other thing we need to do is think about using the grain to normalise some animals. Familiarise some animals even, might be the better word. Anyway, always things to do in TerraFirmaCraft. It's never a dull moment. Let me go and pull myself together some bits and pieces for ingredients for a sandwich, and I'll be back in a sec. And here we go. Let's get some sandwiches made. There's 2. Oops. Followed by another 2. Followed by another 2. They've got about 9 days on them, so these are going to last anyway. Followed by another 2. And we are definitely going to eat one of them, and that is really changed. I think the only thing missing from our diet now is dairy, but we're now starting to get fruit back. That's going to make a difference. So yeah, our next thing is going to be probably cows, if we can manage it. I'm going to put those away actually now, because I don't think we need them. Yeah, so on that note, we have successfully achieved what we wanted to. I can't, oh, that's right, yeah, I stored doors like that, didn't I? There we go, stack it on the wall. And if I remember rightly, did I not flag some cows. I could have sworn there was cattle up here somewhere. They probably there's cattle there we can bring round. It's going to be a pain, but we could do it. But I'm fairly certain there was some cattle up here, so it might be worthwhile checking that as well. However, to do that, we are probably going to have to resort to processing this stuff, which we do in fresh water, and then we can make a, I think, where is it, a lead? Obviously that would have been a rope in traditional TerraFirmaCraft, but we can make a lead which we can then use to bring the cows back, and we can get some get a pasture or something set up down there and get them familiarized, get milk. We need to make some alcohol, but that shouldn't be too bad. We've got grain, so we can make beer and rye whiskey, I think. So yeah, we've got options. And on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. It has been a sizable journey to get to the point where we could get a little bit of snow. Now, I could probably have made the snowman back here, but it might have been too hot. So better to play it safe and head up to the north, the far north, to get our snow than it is to muck around in our area. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.